Hello students, this is Swati Deshpande teacher. Today we will be learning the very first chapter. The name of the chapter is International Numerals and Roman Numerals. See, actually in this topic there are three types of numerals which we need to study. They are International Numerals, Devanagari Numerals and Roman Numerals. As the name suggests, International Numerals are the numbers which we use internationally. In short, in simple words, international numerals means the English numbers which we use in day-to-day life, right? Which you all know. 1, 2, 3, 4, what we write in English, they are called as international numerals. Devanagari numbers or numerals. Devanagari numerals means the numbers which are in Devanagari script. In simple words, they are Marathi numbers. Okay? And Roman numerals, as the name suggests, are used by the Romans. Okay? These numbers, Roman numerals, are written with the help of alphabets. I will be talking about it later. Today, to begin with, let us learn these international numerals. There is hardly anything to teach you here because these numbers you know better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As the name suggests, international numerals are the numbers or the numerals which are used internationally. Okay? In short, they are simple English numbers which we use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Devanagari numerals are the numbers which are in Devanagari script. In simple words, we can say they are Marathi numbers. Okay? Here your job is to see one in international numeral number. How does it look in Devanagari? See, you can pause the video and see 1 to 10 numbers I have written in Devanagari as well. You can compare. They are almost similar. Okay? Once you know 1 to 10, your job is done, because all 2-digit, 3-digit numbers are combination of 1-digit numbers only. So once you know 1 to 10 or in fact 1 to 9, you will be able to form any number. So no tension. Okay. Now Roman numerals are, as the name suggests, they are numbers used by the Romans, and these Roman numbers are written with the help of English alphabets. I'll be talking about it later. Okay. But as a student, you should know these three types of numbers. Only these 10 numbers if you know, most of the work is done. Of course, there are few more letters which we use in Roman numerals. I will be talking about it in this video only. Students, now we are going to learn rules for forming Roman numerals. Okay? Rule number 1. 7 alphabets are used while writing Roman numerals. They are as follows. I is equal to 1. You all know that. V is equal to 5. X is equal to 10. L is equal to 50. This may be new to you. L is equal to 50. C is equal to 100. D is equal to 500. And M is equal to 1000. Now I will share a small trick to remember this. I, V and X you all know. L, C, D. LCD TV you all know. Remember that LCD. L stands for smaller number 50, C is 100, D is 500. So it's LCD. And M for maximum. M is equal to 1000. So you will remember LCD in the order of 50, 100, 500 and M maximum, that is 1000. Rule number 2. I and X can be repeated maximum 3 times. Now this rule is I am giving you taking into consideration the difficulty level of 5th standard. Okay? I and X can be repeated maximum 3 times. It cannot be repeated more than 3 times. Okay? Third one. When, this is a very important rule, 3 and 4. When a smaller number is written on the right side of the bigger number, then we have to add both the numbers. I will explain with the help of examples later on. Fourth, when a smaller number is written on the left side of the bigger number, then we have to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. When we will take few examples, that time you will know rule 3 and 4 better. Okay, so let us begin with the examples. Students, take some time but write down. These rules are very important and you should know it, must know it, I would say. So write down in your book so that by solving the sums you can go through it again. Students, now we will start forming the numbers. How can we write 1? 1, right? 2, 3. Now 3 times I have used. I cannot use I for the 4th time. Then what can I do? I have to take help of the letter which comes after I. I'll write here letters, okay? So that it becomes easy for you. I'll take only 3 right now. So I have taken 3 times. I cannot repeat I to write 4. So I have to take help of this 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. And as per the rule number 4, when you write a smaller number to the left side of the bigger number is 5, smaller number is 1. So I have written 1 to the left side of 5. So it is actually 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay. For 5 there is no confusion, it is V. 6 I can repeat like this. What have I done? 5, 1 I have written to the right side of 5. So as per rule number 3, when I write a smaller number to the right side of the bigger number, we have to add both of them. So this is as good as 5 plus 1, 6. Now this I can repeat maximum 3 times again. So this is 7, this is 8, right? Now again I cannot repeat I. So I have to take help of the next number, that is X. How can I do? Should I write here? Okay. So X is 10. Now I want to form 9. 10 minus 1 is 9. So I need to write this 1, that is I, to the left side. This is equal to 10 minus 1. Okay. 10 there is no confusion. Again 11 X and then add 1 because it is in the right side. 10 plus 1 and so on. Only one thing you should remember, students. V cannot come to the left side. Why? That also I will tell you. See, X, V. This must be 10 and 5. 10 plus 5, that is 15. Why can't I write V and X? This is 10 minus 5. Why I am saying it is wrong? Why do I need these 2 letters to write 5? We have ready-made V, isn't it? We can use V as 5. So, V never occupies left side of the bigger number. It always comes to the right side of the bigger number. Remember that, okay? Now, we will take few more examples of international numerals, Devanagari as well as Roman, so that you will become even more confident. Yeah, you all are confident, I know, even more confident. Let us do that. Students, now we will take examples and try to solve them so that there should not be any confusion. These 2 or 4 marks, whatever will be there in the exam, should be in your pocket. Okay? International to Devanagari conversion. This is a question. 3, 5, 6, 8. I need to convert from international, these are international numbers, to Devanagari. One digit take into consideration. 3. How will I write 3? 3, 5, 6, 8. Remember children, international numeral and Devanagari numeral, 3 is facing the same side and 6 also facing the same side. 6 and 6 both are facing to the right, 3 and 3 both are facing to the left. So whenever you all know international numerals, so you know the direction. So follow the same direction for 3 and 6 because they are similar. So confusion may occur there. Okay. Devanagari to international, again digit by digit. 9, 2, 7, 4. Okay. Now international to Roman. Here I will give you the trick. Suppose I need to convert 1574 international number to Roman. The easiest way is to write the expanded form of the number given. You all know what is the expanded form, right? I am writing it 1000 plus expanded form is nothing but the place value. We will be discussing face value and place value chapter later on. But here I am writing the expanded form 1000 plus 500 plus 70 plus 4. Okay. 1000 is M. 500 is D. 70 is close to 50. So I have to take 50 plus 20 means 10 and 10. Remember this what I have done here. 50 is close to, 70 is close to 50, which is the letter L. 50 plus 20 I need to do, but 20 we don't have a separate letter. We have to take help of letter 10, that is X. So 2 times X. So 50 plus plus. Why plus plus? Because it is in the right side of. This is bigger number L and X is a smaller number which we are writing on the right side. So it will be addition. 50, 10, 10 which is 70. 4, 5 minus 1, that is like this. 5 minus 1. Why minus 1? Because it is in the left side. So this is the entire conversion of 1574. Is that clear? You need to practice more. It's a very simple. Rules are very simple. You need to understand and practice. Practice makes a person perfect. Is that clear? Okay. Now this is enough for today. This chapter is over. In next chapter, I think next chapter is face value and place value. We will definitely go through that chapter stepwise in the next video. Students, in case you have any doubt, any query, you can put them in the comment box. Okay, so that I will know and I will definitely try to answer all your queries. Students, if you have really enjoyed my lecture, then like my video, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. Okay? Till then, bye.